Peace, love, and light. Coming on to bring a message for the collective. If you find this message resonates, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel and consider becoming a member. The title of this message is Congratulations. You have done what they didn't expect that you would do. Congratulations. You have done what a lot of people, okay, and sometimes including yourself, congratulations, you did what they never expected you to do. What have you done? You've cracked the code. You've won the prize. You figured it out. And what code have you cracked exactly? The code that you've cracked is that you have uncovered that you are living your life as you choose. You have cracked a major code, actually, because some of you, for quite some time, you may have thought that you needed the validation of certain people in order for you to exist, in order for you to move, in order for you to be. You thought that you needed permission to be, do, or say exactly what it is that you've been called to be, to do, or to say. You thought you needed permission. You thought you needed permission from the very people that made it a point to disregard you, to made it a point to count you out. And that's kind of counterintuitive, right? You thought that you wouldn't even think that you would seek validation from the very people that count you out, that make it a business, make it their business to acknowledge you. And this is how deep the rabbit hole goes. This is how deep a lot of this information has been ingrained in us, that many of us seek approval from the very people, sources, and things that go out of their way to count us out, to ignore us, to disregard, right? So you are now at a point where you are moving, knowing that you don't need validation. In fact, you may actually find that people's validations nowadays oftentimes is an insult. It's an insult for anyone to feel as if they get to validate what you're saying, or that your moves depend on being validated. Not that you're insulted by positive remarks or words of encouragement. It just simply means you know who you are and how you're moving, and what it is that you get to do. And as seemingly small as it seems, it is so powerful. It is powerful to be able to move the way that you choose to move, unapologetically. Moving unapologetically. Do you know how many people actually move seeking the validation of others? Let me tell you a little bit. Let me tell you a story, actually, just a little story. I recently came across a video clip of, and I believe it's called the Grammys. I really don't follow these things too much. It's a video clip of the Grammys in which it shows Beyonce winning an award for I think best album. And then in the video, and it may just be that whoever was filming it showed whatever they showed because they were telling the narrative that they were telling. In the video, she sits next to this woman, and the woman, when she receives the award, the woman immediately hears it and, kind of like looks like she's pretending to not even see her, not to even acknowledge her. And then Cynthia Arivio comes and she hugs Beyonce, acknowledges her for her award. And then immediately after she gets a hug from Cynthia Arivio, Beyonce looks at this woman who made it her business, went out of her way not to acknowledge her. She looks at this woman almost like, you know, and it almost implied like she was looking to be validated. Like, oh yeah, look, I won kind of thing. Like that's the vibe that it was given. Again, it may not have been that, yet that's the vibe that it was given. That's the story that it was telling. And that image right there really prompted it prompted a very powerful thought in me, which is that you can be the most powerful person in the world. And again, this may not be exactly what the story was with Beyonce. And this is the message that I got from this, is that you can be the most powerful person in the world, yet still seek to be validated of your power by others. You seek for outside sources to validate that power. It's almost like a child, if you will. It almost seems like it reverts, your power, and it takes away from it. Because if you really think about it, how could you be that powerful and yet still seek validation from others to validate your power? And trust and believe that there are people, there are sources and institutions that make it their business, that go out of their way to tell these narratives, to portray these types of narratives about the people that they know are powerful. And so this message comes for those of you who have cracked the code, you've broken the mold, you have done what many, whether this is the they may be your family, the they may be societal forces, or, the they may be whoever it is that may have come into your life, that thought that you needed their validation in order for you to exist, in order for you to thrive, in order for you to succeed. There's people that have come into your energy with that kind of energy. So what you did was you made it very clear that you know exactly who you are. You know your power. And you do not need to be validated by any person, by anything, by any source. Now, in that video, it almost seems as if like this woman, okay, Beyonce, who I am told is supposed to be the most famous person in the world. Okay. It almost seems as if like she needed that validation. And again, that may not be the case. And perhaps that video clip that I saw was specifically, that's the one that was giving that kind of image. And perhaps I needed to see that in order for me to tell this story. Regardless, this message was born from that. And it is simply that don't let anyone, play down your power to, for whatever reason, make you feel or think that you need their validation in order for you to move a certain way. And if the way that you're moving is not in accordance to societal standards or norm, that for some reason there's anything wrong with you. In fact, this is not, okay, this is not a message about that. This is a message about those who are very clear that they're moving in their power, okay? And this is why this is a congratulatory message rather than a you should or should not, because I feel it. I feel the energy of, the chosen, the collective, which is that you are moving in your power. You no longer need the validation of those who for so long have made it seem as if you did. And those folks may not be in their right minds at this time, because you see there are people whose sole purpose in life and the only way they're able to thrive is to know that they're able to control a mass amount of people, if they feel like they're in control, if they feel like they're dominating. And at this time there are people that are losing their mind because they no longer feel like the power that they had, they still have it. The power is going back to the chosen, those who were chosen by the divine to fulfill their mission on this planet. So let them watch you as you shine in your light. Trust and believe they're watching, because their plans are failing miserably. So continue to shine your light. Mayumi says, shine the light in the world. Shine a light for the world to see. Mayumi says, shine a light on the world. Shine a light for the world to see. I want my people to be free, to be free, to be free. I want my people to be free. Use your voice, okay? For many of you, that is your power. Use your gift. That is your power. The more you use your gifts, the more you continue to make the statement that you are here, that you are unapologetic, and you are doing exactly what they didn't expect you to do. So congratulations. Continue to move in source. Continue to move in your power. Much love and light, peace, love, and divine light. Move in your power.